Welcome back. We are discussing the same portion, how participants they saw the movement. The next group which participated in civil disobedience movement was business class. Now how business class they saw this, how they relate civil disobedience movement. Now, during the First World War, Indian merchants and industrialists they had made huge profits and they become very powerful during First World War because they need to export so much goods in different countries because demands in those countries were very high, and now they wanted again to expand their businesses, and that is why they reacted against colonial policies, because according to colonial policies their businesses were banned. They restricted some they were not banned. According to colonial policies, some restrictions were there on business activities, and these Indian merchants and industrialists they wanted protection against imports of foreign goods, and a rupee sterling foreign exchange ratio that would discourage import. So they wanted protection against imports of foreign goods. They wanted that foreign goods must not be imported in India so that they can do their business. And they wanted that the rupee sterling is the currency of USA, so the ratio of this currency would discourage import. So for this they organized some organizations. They formed the Indian Industrial and Commercial Congress in the year 1920, and Federation of the Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industries, which is called FICCI. It was established in 1927. So these two organizations was set up by Indian merchants and traders, and these were led by prominent industrialists like Purushottam Das Thakurdas and G.D. Birla. The industrialists they attacked colonial control over the Indian economy. So these industrialists they attacked on British government which controlled the Indian economy, and they supported civil disobedience movement when civil disobedience movement was launched first time. They gave financial assistance and refused to buy or sell imported goods. So this is how they gave financial assistance, because they refused to buy or sell the foreign goods which is imported in India from foreign countries. Most businessmen came to see Swaraj as a time when colonial restriction on business would no longer exist. So according to these industrialists, they see Swaraj means to them when there would be no restriction on business, and trade and industry would flourish without constraints. But after the failure of Round Table Conference, which was organized between Lord Irwin and Mahatma Gandhi, so after the failure of Round Table Conference, business groups were no longer uniformly enthusiastic. Now they were not enthusiastic anymore when civil disobedience movement was started second time. So they were apprehensive of the spread of militant activities and worried about prolonged disruption of business. So they were very disturbed with the disturbance in their business. Okay. So as well as of the growing influence of socialism amongst the younger member of the Congress. So they are worried about the influence of socialism amongst the younger member of the Congress.